the traditional start the YouTube video on the front porch. So here we go. Disappeared for a couple weeks. We finished our homeschool room, which was the last video series that we did, and I just didn't pick up the camera anymore. It has been a crazy few weeks, but yeah, what better time and way to get back into filming than just to do it. So here we go. If you are new here, my name is Jess. Welcome in. I'm a holistic health coach, life coach, homeschooling mom of 2, and a homemaker of a tiny home here in Alabama. So I normally start my videos here on the front porch. If you can tell, we got some Christmas decor out right now. We went and got all of that out this week, yesterday maybe, and we're going to attempt to decorate for Christmas at some point. We still have a little bit of construction materials that I've got to do something with, but I usually start my videos here on my front porch because it is one of the only quiet places in our tiny home when we have 2 little girls running around throughout the day. But they are currently staying with my sister-in-law for the day, so I'm not even really sure what to do with myself, and I figured what better time to just jump back into videos. And yeah, when I get out of the habit of filming, it's just kind of hard to get back into it. So I figured we got to do it. We got to just make it happen, or it never will. So like I said, the last video series was us finishing our homeschool room. It is done. It is beautiful. We have been thoroughly enjoying it, and yeah, we're going to do a little cleaning, organizing. I'm still in the process of organizing that room, so you're going to see a little bit of it and just a little bit of life with some voiceover and conversation and yeah, everything in between. So welcome in. Hit that like button and subscribe to our channel, and it's just a little bit of daily life sharing whatever we're up to that day. And now we're going to travel back in time. So we're actually back to the start of the day here. It is weird how these videos line up, but it is the easiest way for me to film and edit, and add the intro, filming it in the middle of the day, even though then we backtrack and we bounce back and forth. But maybe it makes sense. It makes sense in my brain and it works well for me. So that's just kind of how these videos flow. And we are currently making breakfast here. Cody smoked a spiral ham, and it was absolutely phenomenal. And I saw on the little Facebook videos, I guess reels, I'm not sure what they called, how to make semi-homemade Hot Pockets, and it was using the croissant rolls. And I thought, wow, some ham and cheese croissant Hot Pockets would be really good. So I'm making these for the girls this morning. Obviously, I'm gluten-free and unfortunately don't get to enjoy them, but that is okay. The girls don't have an issue with gluten, so this was our little Fun Friday breakfast. I've mentioned it before, but on Fridays we have something called Fun Fridays, and we try to just do things a little more loosely. We loosen up our schedule, we loosen up what we eat, we loosen up our homeschool schedule for the day, and we try to incorporate some fun things that have kind of pertained through either our Bible story that week or homeschooling in general, and just kind of bring everything back together with some little fun activities on Friday. Or we go somewhere and we do something, just keeping things fun and relaxed. And I have learned we don't necessarily do well with super rigid schedules. We do better with a little more fluid schedule. We like to have an idea of what's going on, but we also like to be able to pivot when need be, if that makes sense. So we do better when things are a little more fluid and free moving, and Fridays really gives us that option, like I said, to have just those little fun things added in to the day. So I am excited to finally be back making videos. I say it in every video, but I hope I can find a rhythm and just make this happen. But life has been laughing these days. So my house is anything but clean right now, so you're going to see all of that going on behind me. But I'm taking advantage of the girls being with my sister-in-law by not spending the entire time cleaning my house. And I know that sounds counterproductive because why wouldn't I clean house? But I feel like anytime anyone offers to take the girls for a little bit, I spend the whole time cleaning house, and that's just not fun. So I just uploaded a quick video to Instagram. I have been working on some orders. I took myself out to lunch and I took myself shopping, so that is exciting. I'm fixing to work in here just a little bit. This is our homeschool room. We have been rearranging and cleaning. Like I said, we brought in Christmas decor, and I've got a couple more things I want to do in here. I've got this corkboard app that's got the girls like art projects. We just got done with a study on Noah's Ark, but I really want to get one of those like little clothesline things right there to put their art on. So that is going to be a thing that we do at some point. I don't really know when, but I have been organizing my essential oils, getting ready to start getting orders out. I have been procrastinating that. I feel like I've been just procrastinating life recently, but we can't do it anymore. We got to make things happen. I have been really feeling a gentle, good conviction from the Lord about making some changes, making some necessary changes, and just getting things together, and that's in a good way. So I'm going to step out in faith and trust Him, and really just getting back on that track of just living according to how He has called me to live and walking in that calling fully. And that entails showing up for myself, showing up for my girls, and showing up doing the things that I love and enjoy, like making videos for YouTube. But like I said, I just uploaded like a little short video on Instagram. If you follow me there on Instagram or Facebook, just talking about the essential oils that I'm loving right now and why I use them, how I use them. So that's on there, and I'm going to get back to watching some streamers play, but get back to organizing my essential oils. I ordered me, you're going to see in just a minute, I'm going to play the video of me organizing all of these. I have been putting multiple little bottles into big bottles, but I have ordered me a few more of these acrylic shelves because I still have oils in this right here and a few stragglers in there that I would love to get all of them up on the wall right here, and I have plenty of room to do so. So I brought this little lamp in here. I thought it was cute just to give some little cozy lighting, but I want to put one more acrylic shelf, maybe right there, maybe below. I'm not sure because this is as high as my desk goes. This is a standing desk, but I want one more acrylic shelf to finish up putting my oils up because it just makes things so much easier when I am processing orders. So yeah, let's jump into a little bit of the time-lapse footage. Maybe it's just me, but like I feel like I have been stuck in this like funk for like years now, and I realize you're staring at a blank wall, but the video is fixing to get going. This is like a weird time lapse of me trying to figure out how to hang these acrylic shelves that I stored my essential oils on, but somebody gifted these to me, and I didn't really know what they were at first, but once I realized what they were, I knew exactly where I wanted to put them because I thought they would be perfect to put my essential oils on, and they're perfect. But anyways, I just feel like I have been in such a funk for like the last 3 years, like the fog of pregnancy, postpartum, having multiple surgeries, and then just figuring out what's next. And I honestly still don't know what's next, but I just realize so much that I am doing the exact same things every single day and discontent with the outcome. And I mean, that is literally the definition of insanity, is doing the same things over and over and expecting a different outcome. And I don't really know why that's any different. And I mean, yeah, it's just kind of mind-boggling how we just go through the same routines over and over and we walk in discontentment, but yet we change nothing. And coming from a life coach, even speaking those words out loud, like it makes no sense. But let me tell you, the hardest thing for me to do is follow my own advice. And I've realized that so much more over the last couple years and even deeper the last couple months. Like, as a health coach and a life coach, like, I cannot seem to follow my own advice and get myself up and going. It has been difficult, but something has struck me here recently, and I don't know if it's the change of the season or life in general. I just don't even know, but pardon my French, but I'm tired of my crap. Like, I'm tired of my own crap, and I'm ready to do something different. And even if that different is not perfect or well planned out, like, I feel like I have so much analysis. What is that? Paralysis of analysis or whatever that is, that I want everything to be perfect and so well thought out and figured out just right that I make no decisions. And yeah, that's not working for me either. And I'm fully aware that that's not a very glamorous thing to talk about on YouTube, but it's real life and it's really what I'm going through right now. And I feel like being open and honest about it is not only healing for me, but maybe it's healing for somebody else out there who's going through that same thing or is just kind of in a funk, and you need to realize you're not alone and maybe you're tired of your own junk too. But in that, I am making necessary changes just to get back on rhythm, just to get things back in order, and starting out with small things, just like I'm doing right here, bringing a little bit of organization to chaotic areas of my life, like putting all of these essential oils in a place that they're easier to find when I'm making orders, that I have, 5 and 6 little bottles of oils that can be combined into a bigger bottle, so it's easier for me to manage and use and blend. And yeah, it just makes no sense for me to continue doing things a certain way just because I feel like that's the way it should be done when it doesn't work well. So we are changing things up, mixing things up a little bit, and we're going to try something new and different and see how it works out. And like I said, I don't know about anybody else out there in the internet world, but one of my biggest forms of self-sabotage is overcomplication, just overcomplicating everything. So we are changing things up, we are simplifying, and yeah, we're going to make things work. So you're going to notice a little switch up in the videos here. The girls are home and we are working on the front porch, getting things cleaned up. I hung up their hammocks. One is actually an Eno hammock and one is a yoga swing, but they love these things. They're so funny sitting out here spinning in them, and they're just enjoying the sunshine, enjoying some beautiful Alabama weather. It is crazy how it can literally be 21 degrees and 75 degrees within like 48-hour time span, and that's what it's like living in the South here. But we are taking advantage of every warm and sunny day that we can, and we're getting outside. But I am putting up a little bit of Christmas decor out here on the porch, and just, like I said, feeling a little festive and excited for the new year ahead, really starting to make some plans and some dreams. I used to love this time of year, just that freshness of a new year being upon us. And I was actually talking with one of my family members this morning, and I have been so sick the last couple years that I didn't even put up my own Christmas tree. My mom came over and put up my Christmas tree with the girls, and I really didn't have any Christmas decor, and I realize I still don't. We just don't have much. We went from living in the camper and traveling and not really having a lot of room for Christmas decor to, now having a space that we can decorate. And I realize we just don't have much. So I'm putting up what we do have, and we are definitely going to enjoy thrifting and adding to that Christmas collection. But yeah, just really enjoying the changing of the seasons. I'm not a big winter person, but I really love the whole symbolic nature of a new season. You know, a new season approaching, shifting into a new time. Like I said, the freshness of all of that is something I really enjoy and look forward to, and especially so much more when you have kids. Going into the Christmas season is just, I mean, it's great, obviously, when you don't have kids too, but there's just something so magical and fun about the Christmas season when you have kids. It's just, I don't know, there's just nothing like it. So, looking forward to all the fun things this year that I feel like I have gotten, that I've missed out on in the last couple of years. And it's just, it really feels like we're doing some of this for the first time. And I know that that sounds strange, but in this house, it really feels like, getting to enjoy these holidays for the first time here. And I know a lot of that is perspective, just kind of having a new outlook and a new, you know, just vibrant look on life right now, and being so grateful for where we are, where God has placed us, and what He's continuing to walk us through. It really is just so beautiful how His mercies are new every morning, and He is so faithful. He is just truly so faithful. That was part of our Bible study this past week with the girls, was talking about how, God was faithful with Noah and the flood. And one of our reflection questions was, how has He been faithful in our own lives? And when I look back over that, it just absolutely blows my mind how faithful God has been in my life, and what all He has walked me through and is continuing to walk me through. And sometimes I think if I lived every day just in awe of His goodness and faithfulness, how much my life would change, how much the depression would melt away, the anxiety would melt away, the fear would melt away. If I could just learn to walk in that blissful thought of what He has truly brought me through and what He has done for me, man, it is such an amazing place to be when you realize how good God is and how He is good in all things, through all things, even when we don't see it in those moments. All right, so I got a couple, like literally just a couple little decorations up right there. We've got to, we gotta do something with that eventually. Hello. The porch was really clean until the dog just tore up an acorn, but the girls are swinging in their hammocks. It's supposed to be like Christmas decorating day, but it's 73 degrees outside. The girls got their little Santa, and then I'm realizing that I gotta go get some Christmas decorations because I pretty much have none. We have this little tree right here for them to like play with, and then we have the Christmas tree, which is gonna go right here, and that's it. Like, those are the bulbs or whatever you call those that go on the Christmas tree itself, and that's all the Christmas decor I have, come to find out. So it looks like we're going to be making a thrift trip to go get some Christmas decor because, yeah, I just don't really have anything. So we are cleaning up right now. The girls are going to go over to grandparents' house, and it looks like I may be going to the thrift store to get some Christmas decorations because that last clip kind of cut out, but I was talking about needing to go thrift shopping to get some more Christmas decorations. And if there's one thing I'm always down for, it's a good thrift trip. And I actually already went today to look for some stuff, but we're going to do a little get unready with me as we get ready for bed. I am a very simple woman when it comes to things like this, so I've already cleansed my face with just plain old tap water, fluoride and all, and then taking some organic coconut oil, and I use that to get off like my mascara. And I don't really wear a lot of makeup. I wear some concealer under my eyes, powder on my face, and draw in my millennial overplucked eyebrows because your girl waxed off her eyebrows and they never grew back. So we're all about some filling in the brows here in the Phillips household. But I'm using just a regular makeup wipe to clean off that coconut oil and to get off any last bit of makeup that it like loosened up, I guess. Like I said, I've already cleaned my face, but I'm just using that coconut oil to get any of the last bit of like that waterproof mascara and eyebrow powder and anything like that using that makeup wipe. And like I said, I use my glasses to hold back my hair, keeping it pretty chill. We lived so minimalistically for so many years. It just like blows my mind to think about buying things like, you know, just using what we have is what I'm used to. So I use my glasses to hold back my hair while I clean my face. It's just kind of the way I do things. In a minute here, I get a bobby pin and use it to hold back my bangs while I put on my hair, my face oil, and I'm actually brushing my hair here, and I use my face oil for my hair also. It's an oil that I make. It is a roller bottle with a mixture of castor oil, frankincense, lavender, and rosemary, and I have been growing out my hair, obviously. I used to have a super short pixie cut. It was very, very short, very, very bleached. And yeah, it's just been a spiritual journey. I know that sounds crazy, but it has been such a spiritual journey to grow out my hair. It just, I don't know, it means something to me that I've grown it out because I feel like that I can stick to something, and even when it was hard and I wanted to chop my hair back off, I did it. I've grown it out, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. So using my facial oil and my hair oil both on my face, and me and this voiceover were struggling a little bit. My video is lagging, so it's not matching up to the like voice recording itself, so I'm kind of just talking to a blank screen at times and guessing what's happening on the video. But I'm moving to the upstairs bathroom now so that I can finish getting ready for bed using my essential oils. I use my breathe inhaler just to kind of help open up those passageways. I'm getting ready to go do red light therapy and meditation, so I like to be able to just get that nasal passageway open so I can do my diaphragmatic breathing, which you'll see in just a little bit. But then putting a mixture of castor oil and fennel and ginger root and lavender and lots of other good oils in my navel to do navel oil pulling, which I'm sure you've heard of before. And then I use these little like flower belly button sticker things. I'm not really sure what they're called. Definitely ordered them off Temu, like 50 for $4. And I place that over my belly button to just hold those oils in, and I sleep with it. And it's just supposed to aid in digestion, detoxification, and so many other good things that my body definitely struggles to do. So anything that is, good to, for your digestive system, I'm here for it because, yeah, just lots of struggles going on in that realm. I'm missing several of your detoxification organs. So yeah, any little bit of help that we can get with detoxification, I'm here for it. So yeah, I'll put some essential oils in the belly button. I am also applying a meditation, or what I like to call my prayer oil, along my shoulders and my neck. It is very grounding, very calming. I love to use it right before I have quiet time in the afternoons just to kind of chill out. I am using a red light therapy belt here, as you can tell, and practicing some meditation, diaphragmatic breathing, and pelvic floor work. I am using this app called the Hinge app, and it has a whole pelvic floor therapy program, and it has a ton of meditation, breathing exercises, and so many good things like that. So I really just like to take a couple minutes before bed while I'm doing this red light therapy just to spend time with the Lord, just to soak in His goodness and the goodness of the day, prepare for the next day, and yeah, just finish a day out with a little bit of movement, a lot of prayer, and just really being so grateful for all that the Lord has done for me and my family, and just worshiping Him And yeah, thank you guys for joining us for this video. We're getting ready to close it out, and as always, I appreciate your support. I appreciate you being here. It is just crazy to think how these videos have changed throughout the years and how this channel has grown and developed, and I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. I pray that you are blessed, and see you in the next one.